How's it going? I'm going to do an Americana vinyl tag. Never done one of these before. Brought to you by Americana Sam. Link to that video below. But I thought I'd do a special version of it. As you know, I like my American primitives, the guitar solely, instrumental guitar, the John Fahey style. So I thought I'd do a special American primitive edition. Now, this won't just be American. Yes, there's questions about it not being American, but it's that style that sort of persists. So thank you, Sam. I'm going to link to that, as I said. I'm going to answer these questions. What has it got? 11 questions, really. Pretty short video. Showing your favorite Americana album of 2025. I've shown this, but I'm going to show it again because it is, and it's a band or group out of Belgium, a duo. This is on Carbon Records, Die Vlaamse Primitiven. And I don't think you can still get these anymore, unfortunately, but really wonderful duo record. Really gorgeous guitar interplay. Sort of there's a European tradition to this, I think. Maybe a French tradition, possibly, but they are Belgian. Okay, it's on the Pang Pang and Carbon label split. You can find out more about this. I've done other videos about it, but my favorite American primitive Americana folk record, I guess, but American primitive Americana record of 2025. Favorite used America find. This is interesting. This is Dead Stock of Bill Stone. Now this is a little bit more of a folk, acid folk sort of singer-songwriter, but it's got elements of the American primitive style. This is Bill Stone. Now this is Dead Stock. Kind of. It is, someone in his camp found original vinyl copies of the original record, and they reproduced the sleeve. The original is not a brown sort of cardboard cover, it's a whitish cover. There's a Drag City proper reissue of this. This is as close as I'm going to probably want to get to the original. The original's a little expensive for what it is, but I love it. He's from Maine, and it's called Stone by Bill Stone. And it's some gorgeous acoustic guitar playing and a little bit of acid in it. So 1970 original pressing, new cover, edition of 75. Thank you, Dylan from Noble Records, who had that copy. I didn't get it from that stock of Dead Stock. He bought it, and then he got an original, and I bought this off Dylan. Show the last Americana record you purchased. Well, according to my Discogs, it is this very rare, and I have to show John Fahey, Early Sessions, Volume 1. There's a second volume that looks just like this. It's the same exact cover because you see Volume 1, Volume 2. So they use the same cover, but there's two different records. And this is just Volume 1, as you'll see, C1000, Volume 1. Now this is Early Sessions, which is a reissue of his very earliest recordings that were issued as Blind Joe Death, the first performance of it. He re-recorded that for the more commonly released version that we've known, but that very first edition, which is a private press of 100 copies, which is a long time grail for me. It is a grail. I hate grail. I've talked about that, but that is a grail. 100 copies of that original private press edition. This is a reissue of that. I don't know why he decided to call it the Early Sessions. I think he wanted to sort of make a demarcation of that and the proper cleaned up recordings on Volume 1. But that's the last record I bought. American Primitive Americana record. Again, this is an American primitive version of Sam's Americana vinyl tag. Show a record with an acoustic instrument on the cover. I was trying to find something other than a guitar. There's tons of covers, but I just love this. The Celestial Explosion by Don Beekoff. I believe this is it's certainly a Gibson SJ200, I think it is. Famous Gibson guitar, or is it the J49? I forget. But that looks like what it is. And this is a really lovely American primitive guitar solely record on the Keyboard label. I've talked a little bit about this one. On Beekoff. There's a Tompkins Square reissue of that. Okay, show record that turns 50 in 2026. Is this right? Yeah, this is it. This is a cool one. This is also answers the international questions. The French record, Guitare Derive, Bertrand Porquet, and Vincent Lamazna. So this is from 1976, recorded in Paris. And again, similar to the Delamies Primitiven, another guitar duet record, but not like, basic duets or anything. This one gets kind of out there, kind of a little, I guess experimental, to put it basically. 3 long tracks too. Derive, Rafales, or Rafale, and Labyrinth. Vincent Lamazny and Bertrand Porquet Guitare Derive. There it is, on the Shandar label. So that is my record that turns 50 in 2026. Show your favorite acoustic ballad. A song that came right to mind is Freight Train, which was written by Elizabeth Cotten. So I have the American Primitive version of that by Tom Smith. This is what we're listening to in the background, Still Life. And he does a great cover of it. An arrangement of the classic Elizabeth Cotten tune, Something of a Dream, floating kind of end over end through my thoughts. There he is. Contemporary guitar, Tom Smith. This is a pretty cheap album. I think it'll run you about $20 to $25. 1978 on the Lono Productions label, private press. This has been comped too. Okay, next. Don't judge a record by its cover. Show a record whose cover is worse than the music. Unfortunately, my good buddy Robbie Basho, he's got a few that would qualify. I know Zarkus or Zarthus is one, but I had to go with Venus in Cancer on Blue Thumb. His only album for Blue Thumb, and probably why. He didn't pick this cover. I don't know exactly how. I think the label did, but he was, I guess, irate when he saw this cover. And it is terrible. I mean, yeah. Sorry to show boobs, folks, but it's so bad. But as on the interesting label, Blue Thumb, his only, I think that was it. He decided to let it go after that. And this is a good album, though. Venus in Cancer. Robbie Basho. Yeah, it's very much a male-dominated genre, at least in the American Primitive, but show an Americana record by a woman, I'll go with Dorothy Carter. This one's a little different. This brings in sort of psaltery and zithers and vocals. And it's got some really intense drone to it too. This is Wali Wali on the Celeste recording label, 1978. Dorothy Carter. It turns up a lot in these parts. You see the Troubadour record a little more, but this one you see too. And there are reissues of this. This has gotten a little harder to get, but it's excellent. It's like a almost Celtic folk type, but then done with, like I said, this like intense drone at times. She is playing with Bob Ruttman, a name that you may know. Gail Edwards also plays bow chime and steel cello. She's playing the hammer, dulcimer, psaltery, voice, flute, piano. And there's a little bit of drums on this. So this one's not exactly straight American Primitive, but it's got some of that sort of ideas in there. What was your favorite Americana tune of 2025? I'll go with Liam Grant's latest record, Prodigal Son, on the VHF label. Old Country Rock, the Bill Moore tune. Final track on this, I love that. This is Liam Grant's dad here. Liam Grant, I've talked about, he's on the Carbon label. He's done stuff for Feeding Tube and VHF here, and he played here at my house. Prodigal Son by Liam Grant. underappreciated Americana artist. I'll go with Harry Tossig. This is his only album. Fate is Only Once on the, what's the name of this? Oh yeah, Talisman Recording Company. Pretty tough one to find. He had a track on one of the Tacoma compilations, and this is like almost like guitar lesson. This is a guitar demo at times. So he's got everything here, all the arrangements and all the tunings for every song on here. And this is it's a beautiful album. Harry Tossig, underappreciated. There's a Kid Millions of Oneida tribute to him, where he recontextualizes his music and does it into this like noise sort of experimental, sort of out there sort of send up. That's good too. But as far as his album, like I said, he's on the Tacoma contemporary guitar, I think, record, and then this is his proper record for Talisman out of Costa Mesa, California. I don't think there's anything else on this label, I don't think. I'll show you. It's cool that it had this booklet. That was pretty nice to get that. But similar to Tacoma, the labels almost look identical to Tacoma labels. Last question. Show an Americana acoustic songwriter record by an artist not from your country. So American Primitive, or something similar to it in another country. I went with Raymond Bonny, L'Oiseau, L'Arbre, Le Bâton. Tree, bird, I always forget this. Bird, tree, and earth, I think. But one and only player on this, electric guitar, Raymond Bonny. So it's a solo guitar record, and again, this one goes out there into sort of crazy, unknown lands, we'll say. He's really paving his own path on this one, Bonny, on the Futura, the green Futura label. You don't see that one too often, but that's it. I wanted to do a quick vinyl tag, and I wanted to thank. I thought it'd be fun to do this one. I've never done it before. I like doing vinyl tags that, I get to show things I haven't shown and put me at a little bit, you might not think I would do that one, but I did. Anyway, that's that one. Vinyl tag, Americana, American Primitive Edition. Take care.